This is a show about the American entrepreneur, the dreamers, the believers, the achievers. We discover those making a better life for others through a better business. That's what it means to be in Multiview's good company.
My name is Genevieve Moore, and I'm the daughter of the inventors of the bird diaper.
They say necessity is the mother of invention. And in Stafford, Virginia, we get a bird's eye view of a family whose passion for their pets revolutionized an industry.
My name is Lorraine Moore, and I'm the owner of Avian Fashions.
My name is Mark Moore, and I am the co-owner.
Bird owners are fairly unique people, strange breed, and we like to involve them and take them places and have them part of our lives as much as possible.
There's no place that they would rather be than just right with you doing what you're doing.
The bird diaper allows you to take the bird out and avoid any risk of having droppings in public or on your furniture or on your clothes, and it gives you more time to interact with your bird instead of keeping it locked in the cage.
But it wasn't until the Moores became bird owners that they found themselves at odds over the avian lifestyle.
Thank you all for coming for the Avian Fashion staff meeting. I appreciate it very much.
I was active duty, Lorraine's reservist, and the Navy took us to San Diego, and while we were stationed there, we were contemplating getting a pet.
And we got Sarah and Sam, the cockatiels. So we ended up having quite a few droppings because I like the birds out of the cage, and Mark preferred the birds to possibly be in the cage.
Yes. I have uniforms to keep sharp and tidy.
It was a little bit of a battle back and forth.
I'm a naval officer. I have to be an example.
So I spent a lot of time cleaning up.
And with two birds, each pooping every 15 minutes, that's a lot of mess to clean up around the house, and especially off yourself.
They had products on the market that you could wear to protect your clothing.
For a woman. A guy looked like an idiot, in my opinion.
It was probably mostly for women.
Keep in mind, the bird world, that was the conventional wisdom, is that if you love birds, you love the droppings.
That did happen a couple times where I would go to the grocery store and lo and behold, down my back, I would have bird poop. Very embarrassing, and I'm like, something's got to be done. We can come up with something better than this. I started thinking about inventing a product that the bird could wear, and you wouldn't have to just have it on your shoulder all the time.
With no solution in sight, progress rested on the shoulders of Lorraine, Mark, and a fellow pet owner to finally invent the bird diaper. When the diaper was finished and patented, only one final obstacle remained.
We didn't really like the word diaper, because diapers connotate mess, and we knew that the mess was kept away from the bird. And if people didn't fully understand that, they would never try it, because of course you'd be worried about infections and hurting the bird.
While searching for a name that embodied the safety and functionality of the bird diaper, Mark found inspiration in his Navy heritage.
Our product frees the bird out of the cage, similar to how the Blue Angels are freed from the forces of gravity by their flight suits. I felt that's a good metaphor and a good match for what our product is going to do. So we decided flight suits would be a good name.
But what exactly does a flight suit do with a doo-doo? It starts with a birdie liner, which absorbs the mess within the pouch. Then, to allow full mobility, two suspender-like straps slide next to the caracoid, or shoulder of the bird, and the entire suit is Velcroed snugly. This Velcro is also where an optional leash can be attached.
In 16 years, not a bird has been harmed with the flight suit.
We did get quite a bit of laughter when we tell anybody about the bird diapers.
And still do.
And we still do.
Growing up with birds, it was really fun to start off with because no one I knew had pet birds. It was a total novelty. With the invention of the bird diaper, it did get a little embarrassing, especially explaining to other people what the bird diaper was.
The public's initial misunderstanding labeled the product as absurd, rather than recognizing its practicality.
It took about 5 years to even make any money at all, and so my reserve pay, and part of Mark's salary too, went to just get the business off the ground.
January 1st, 1997, we launched our website, and the internet can be a very brutal world. The very first response was, "What is that hideous thing?"
It wasn't a picnic when we started marketing the product. We really expected rave reviews, but after the first couple of weeks, we were up against quite a tide of
Resistance.
We had to really get out there and educate people. The bottom line is, if the bird's out of the cage making a mess, you're gonna have to clean up the mess. And if you know you're gonna have to clean up the mess, you're more likely not to let it out. And you're gonna miss that interaction because you don't have time to clean up after it. Avian Fashions started out being a business to sell bird diapers. But over 16 years, it's grown into a lot more than that. We have a lot of different products. We have costumes, we have Snuggies, we have hoodies. And so it started with an idea, and we just branched out from that. We do have something new to look at from Debbie. This is the high neck feather protector. So I was gonna ask you if you thought that was something that we should adapt for all customers, or if we should keep it as just a custom order.
Avian Fashions started as a love for birds, but hatched into a business that improves the relationship of owner and pet.
Now I can take my birds out with me and I don't have to worry about them getting lost or hurt or anything. And of course, not having poop on you is great too.
We've come up with something that nobody has ever come up with before, and that's pretty amazing.
This is the American dream. It really is. Lorraine saw a need, she created a product, and 15 years later, we are selling worldwide. Singapore to Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. It's a worldwide phenomenon.
Even though Avian Fashions has gone global, Mark and Lorraine have made it a point to hire friends and neighbors to work out of their home office headquarters.
We have wonderful neighbors on the street, and early on we were able to get people to help us.
To Lorraine, her employees are not just her friends and acquaintances, they're part of her extended family. She truly does care, and it comes through.
It's a gathering place for neighbors, for friends, and for the birds, and that's what it's all about.
When you see the change it can make for somebody else, and the fact that they are so excited about being able to have their bird out and being able to interact so much more because of it, that really kind of feeds the fire for us.
By solving their own foul problem, Avian Fashions improves the lives of millions of birds and their owners. Bettering a community is just one of the traits we find on our migration to discover the next good company.